We're back. Here's my wooden pipe again, and I want to just focus in a little bit more on it. First of all, so everybody understands it. First of all, this is what it looks like from the one end, and you can see how you can look through it, and you can see that it's got a metal band around here, and it's got a hole in here that another pipe can go in and connect to it, and then this band tightens it up to make the connection. And you'll also notice it's covered with black tar to obviously make sure that the gas didn't escape through the wood. The wood appears to be a very soft wood. I would say it's a pine or a hemlock or something. It's some kind of soft wood. And you can see the bore there and all the little details, which are rather interesting. And it's in pretty good shape. It was dug up when they were excavating for the new CBS. So I decided to check out this pipe and to do a little research. So obviously I went to my computer. I Googled wooden gas pipe, and I found reference to a couple of links, including this one from PolitiFact. And it focused in on a fellow by the name of Bill Maher, which many of you have heard about. He's supposed to be a comedian. Frankly, I think he's more snarky and condescending than anything else, but be that as it may, PolitiFact investigated a claim he made, and that claim was highlighted right here, where he said, "Do you know that we have pipes carrying natural gas in this country that are made of wood?" I'm not joking. You can hear him saying it, right? Real snarky. So anyway, I decided to read the whole article, and I went down further, and they exposed where he got that information from and why he was completely wrong. In fact, there are no wooden gas pipes in use today. And they pointed out that it all started with this article put out by NBC News. And this is a lesson why you cannot trust anything that you hear on national mainstream media. In fact, look at this article. This was from back in 2010, I believe. There was a natural gas explosion out in California. They did the typical scare story on it, and complete with all the details about explosions and fireballs and all this stuff. And the two authors of this report, Garrett Burke and Jason Duran, they're from Associated Press. So NBC News picked this up from the AP. And when I went further down into the article, I found where Bill Maher got his faulty information from. And you'll find it right here. He said, in this article, they say a few places in Pennsylvania still had wooden gas pipes as of last year, according to officials there. Well, if you go to the PolitiFact article, you'll find out that wasn't true. The reporters did a lousy job. They went in and talked to some officials at the PUC, and in fact, the PUC never said that at all. They just said that people used to use wooden pipes, commented on that fact, and never ever implied that there are any still in use. But that didn't matter because they were trying to create a story, as we know, and they wanted a lot of hype. So they got it. Now, if we go back to my internet again, I want to show you what the site looked at years ago, because I think it's rather interesting. Our site was the former Gurney Elevator Works. It was here for, I think, late in the 19th century through the early 20th century. It was then replaced by some other factories. Our office building is located down here in the left-hand corner today of this site, and now we have a CVS there. So you can see what happened here. We have a case of a fascinating little piece of artifact, a little artifact that the landlord of this building gave me a few weeks ago that I think just tells a great story. It tells the story of how things used to be done, and it also tells the story of how news is made today and how ignorance is made, and how we have not just wooden gas pipes that are no longer in use, but also a lot of wooden heads in the media. Thanks. That's our story for today.